What was the creepiest text message you've ever received? This one time I received a random text from an unknown number while I was at work. The message read, "The microwave isn't working. Can you fix it?" Now, I usually like messing with people when I get random messages, but I didn't bother replying this time. I got home that day and tried using my microwave, which was only about a couple of months old, to warm up a Hot Pocket, and it wasn't heating up even after 2 minutes. It was still pretty cold, and usually it's too hot to bite into by then. I tried adding more time and it still wasn't heating up. Weird. I gave up. The next day I tried again, and it did the same thing, only for it to go completely back to normal the day after that. It still works great after a few years. Coincidence maybe, but I still think about it every now and then when I get random texts from unknown numbers. Not me, but my mother received a text from my deceased brother's phone number that was blank. It was at the same exact moment I had a seizure. She said when she saw his number appear on the screen, she knew it was a sign from my brother that I needed help, and she immediately came to my house, to which she had a spare key. This was around 10 p.m. She found me in the shower after having a seizure, and I was passed out with the water still running. She's a nurse, so she knew how to help me. But had she not received that blank text message from my deceased brother's phone, who knows what could have happened. I consider him my protector from above and thank him for saving my life that night by alerting my mom to physically come and save my life so I didn't drown. Not me, but my boyfriend. A few weeks ago he called me shaken up saying he had to go make a police report. I asked him what happened, and he proceeded to tell me that he had gotten a text from what seemed to be a member of the cartel. They claimed he had skipped out on paying one of their ladies. He's too busy with our business to even stay up and watch late-night TV, much less go anywhere else. The text said he needed to pay a few $1,000s or they would kill him and his family. They had his info and our business address, his dad's name, his sister's names, and phone number. Of course he was freaked out. He had never done anything like that, and when he ignored the messages, they sent pictures of decapitated heads, body parts, etc., and said, "Don't ignore us. This is what happens when people don't pay us." They then said they had someone watching him, and not to go to the police, but to follow their directions. He said he went to the police department right after that and reported what happened. The officer took his statement, called the number, and someone who spoke Spanish answered, then started threatening and cussing at her. She explained that she was a police officer, and she told him she had his info, bluffing him, and said to stop threatening my boyfriend. Apparently this happens often, and it was a spam text, but that's crazy since we're from the south and the border is not too far from us. It could have very well been real and a mistaken identity. So scary and creepy, especially the pictures. I had received a voicemail. My ex called me in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 a.m. I let it go to voicemail. I listened to it the next day. I was surprised to see how long the message was, in minutes, so I listened. I couldn't hear anything at first, and I thought maybe it was an accident. Then I heard breathing, and heavier breathing. Just as I was about to delete it, I hear this deep, guttural, angry growl. And then it ended. It freaked me out. Fast forward 6 or so months later, and he sends me a, "Hey, how's it going?" on social media. Mind you, we have been broken up for 4 years by this point. 4. And he is married with children by this time. I never responded and blocked every source of communication from him. Creep. Thank you for watching. To submit your own story, visit my Quora Space at truescarystories.quora.com.